Hello, my name is Renata Hannons, here to discuss PS Never Give Up Hope, advice from youthful offenders to young America. I am a youth advocate and an inspirational speaker. I do not call myself a motivational speaker because only you and you can motivate yourself, but I can inspire you through things that I have learned and through some of my own personal experiences and mistakes. About 2 years ago, I hung an article in my office titled "Terrible Accident Means Life 14." This article portrayed a young man named Jonathan Hartley, affectionately known as Lil Eddie. A lot of my students knew who Eddie was, so I decided that I would reach out to Eddie in an effort to get some advice from him in the hopes to deter young people from committing crime. At 15 years old, Eddie was arrested. At 16, he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. In my correspondence with Eddie, I learned a great deal about him, how he was regretful, remorseful, mannerable, respectful, just an all-around teenager, just a good young man. So in 2011, I traveled down south to interview him in Indian Correctional Facility. I was provided with a panic button and I gripped it tightly. When Eddie and Shamik emerged from behind the wall to greet me, I immediately put the panic button down because they appeared just as the children that I work with on a day-to-day basis. When you hear me speak of Eddie, a lot of times I will hashtag on social media, or my shirts will bear the name Free Lil Eddie. Eddie is representative of the hundreds of thousands of juveniles direct file in the state of Florida and sentenced harshly with adult sentences. In his case, he is sentenced to life in prison. He was condemned to life in prison. He will die in prison unless he gets a successful appeal or something changes legislatively. Recently, the Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional for juveniles to serve life in prison. So this is not just a book, it is a movement. I travel and I speak to young people everywhere to make them aware of the choices that they make and that they have consequences. Although I care, we have a system that does not care about our children. They feel that our children are disposable. They feel that our children deserve to be punished as adults. They feel that people do not change, and we know that's not the case. As I am not the same girl that I was when I was 15 years old. And I know when Eddie is 30 years old, he won't be the same young man that held the gun when he was 15 years old either. People always ask me what advice would I give to our youth. And I just have to say that every mistake, every relationship, every failure, every accomplishment that I've made has groomed me to be the woman that I am today. No matter where you come from or what you go through, you can do anything. We spoke briefly about Eddie, but Eddie is representative, like I said, of all of the young people. I portrayed 10 young men and women in the book. This book can be found on RenataHannons.com, Amazon, as well as Barnes & Noble.